Stop shaking. You're saving this family.
I'm not the bride.
You are if you want Mum's debt gone.
Blackwood money fixes everything.
People say brides die in that house.
Then behave, and maybe you won't.
You were supposed to marry him.
Exactly. So be grateful I picked you. Try not to die on the first night.
Do you, Damien Blackwood? Keep walking.
Stand straight, child.
Till death do you part.
Is that a joke here?
Not in this house.
Bring the ring.
Give me your hand.
It's cold.
Welcome to Blackwood, Mrs. Blackwood.
Come off. For the bride. Whose initials are in this ring? I shouldn't answer that. No. They staged me.
You should sleep.
Who wore this before me?
Ask fewer questions if you want an easier night.
Help me. Please. No one told me about this. Who are you?
You came back.
Oh my God. Listen to me. I'm the real bride, and you're here to die for me.
Who let you in here?
Don't let him separate us. Who are you? The bride they were supposed to bury. No, that's impossible. They do this every few years. A fresh bride, a quiet burial, a new story. Why do you look like me?
Wrong question. Why do you look like me? They brought you here as a substitute.
Substitute for what?
We're leaving.
If you stay, you'll wear my grave next!
Don't look back.
You knew she was down there!
Lower your voice.
Who is she?
Someone you should stay away from.
Eva! Don't trust him!
Because she watches. She listens. She waits.
You left me in a room above a prison.
I left you alive. Lock the door tonight.
What did she leave me? Her ladyship requests you downstairs for luncheon.
Bride listens before she speaks. Rule 1. Do not roam.
Even inside my own house.
This is not your house, child. It is your role.
Why that hallway? Is this sane? These aren't keepsakes. Why do they all look like me? It's her.
Where did you get that?
Her name is Elena.
You shouldn't have found this.
She wore my ring.
Let go.
She stood beside you. In my room, in my place.
Nothing here is yours yet.
Was she your wife?
She was a Blackwood bride.
Not your wife?
Stop asking questions you're not ready for.
Are you afraid of me finding out the truth? Or afraid of her?
Stay out of the basement tonight.
So she's not gone. She's waiting. Don't let them drug you tonight. Wait, who are you? What happens to brides in this house?
Who gave you that?
Answer me first.
If you want to survive, stop making allies out of servants.
Survive what?
This house.
Hello? Where did they take you? You erased her.
Staff turnover is not your concern, ma'am.
A woman vanished overnight.
Women vanish in large houses all the time.
Hide it. Why are you helping me?
Because the brides never marry in.
They get absorbed.
They erased their names. Twins. No, that's not possible. Moved where?
Are you settling in, child?
I'm learning.
Good brides do.
Who was I before they named me?
Did they say anything about the face? We kept her alive this long. That's enough. If the house wanted her, it would have happened eventually. If she survives, fine. If not, at least the debt's gone. They didn't make it even known seen to her otherwise.
They didn't send me here by accident. Eva. They were waiting for me. You knew, didn't you?
Took you long enough.
Who are we?
You still think they picked you because Celeste ran?
They didn't.
They didn't choose you. They kept you.
Kept me for what?
For when I stopped behaving. Ask about your mother.
My mother is dead.
That's what they told you. Elena.
They were waiting for you to grow up. Mom? She didn't raise me. She held me.
Then stop before you end where she did.
Did this house kill my mother, too?
Your mother died because she trusted the wrong bride.
What does that mean?
It means she thought one woman needed saving,
Elena?
and she paid for that mistake.
You knew my mother.
I remember her.
Then tell me what she was trying to save.
what? Who? And if you keep digging, you'll die asking the same question she did. Burn your notes. Tonight.
Are you protecting me? Or protecting this house from another dead girl? What are you doing?
Saving you from a room search.
Routine inspection, ma'am.
She's sleeping.
You always know what they'll do.
Because I grew up watching it.
Then why didn't you stop it?
Long enough to know no one walks out of that room unchanged.
So every time you saved me, you were just managing the timing. Open it.
No.
You knew she was trapped and you did nothing.
Because the last time that door stayed open, more than one person bled.
And that's what they tell every victim. You came back. These names.
They didn't all die elsewhere.
Who put those names there? I remember them. No one else does. He wants you afraid of me. What are you doing? Looking for the part you left out? What is this? Give it back! Whose blood is this? I did what I had to do. To survive? They all do things to survive here. Why do you have their seal? Because I wasn't always down here. You helped them. Until I realized I'd be replaced. You lied to me. I did what I had to do. You're not the only victim down there. The family is gathering.
Tonight, we formalize what should have happened years ago.
What exactly are you formalizing?
Your place.
Bride succession?
Some women marry into families. Some inherit them. Sorry I'm late. I came to collect what's mine.
Miss me? You look disappointed I didn't marry you after all.
You were never the point.
You were invited once. You declined.
So you replaced me with the cheaper version. Funny. I was just thinking you came back because your price dropped. Want the real reason I'm here? Try me. The woman in the basement. I don't think she's Elena. What did you say?
I said, you might be trusting the wrong monster.
start talking.
I heard things growing up. Names changed, faces reused.
That's not an answer.
Because there was a rumor the real Elena died years ago.
Then who is downstairs?
Whoever learned how to wear her.
Enough.
Tell her I'm wrong.
Tonight someone dies if you pick wrong.
Then tell me who to trust.
No one. Just choose who you can survive aside. If you want the truth, go before dinner.
A tower, a basement, a wedding, a trap.
He gave you a key, didn't he?
How do you know about the tower?
Because that's where they keep the first.
And what do you get if I go? A chance. To escape. To escape. To end this before they hand it to you. What's in the tower?
The real will. The real bloodline. The first bride.
Don't trust what hangs on the wall. Trust what's hidden behind it.
Dress for the family.
Do I choose the mad bride? Or the family that made her? This wasn't storage. Retained? She's us. It was never about marriage.
Now you finally see the family face.
They weren't finding brides.
They were preserving a bloodline. A useful one.
They tracked daughters, reassigned names, married the line back into itself.
There she is.
So what are we? Copies?
No. Keys.
And you?
I survived because I learned to become one of them.
You helped them choose girls.
Until I learned I'd be replaced by the next face.
To the hall.
Tonight, they'll try to crown you.
Then tonight, I stop being their bride.
You still think innocence saves women here?
No. But guilt matters.
Then yes. I picked girls, smiled at them, helped dress them.
You fed them to this house.
I fed them before they fed me back.
Bring the bride.
Hear that? They're crowning the next cage.
Not tonight.
If you expose them, expose me too.
I'm not here to save monsters.
Good. Burn them all then.
There she is. Tonight, you become official.
Sign.
You call this a marriage?
I call it continuity.
No wife's rights, no name, no exit.
What is this? What is she doing?
There are no brides in this family, only vessels, replacements, keys.
Careful, child.
No. You be careful. You've been breeding one bloodline back into this house for generations.
You understand far less than you think.
I understand enough to know this house never wanted a bride. If we're exposing family lies, let's expose all of them.
Go on. Tell your bride who you really are.
What is it?
His birth record. He's not Beatrice's son.
Enough!
He was selected too. Groomed, renamed, placed, just like the brides.
She's telling the truth.
I made you.
No. You assembled me.
No more brides!
We leave now!
No, not with this still standing.
Finally.
You don't get to watch another girl burn.
Do it.
Leaving already, Mother?
You should have died.
No more cages. No more returns.
If you stay another minute, you die.
If these survive, it survives.
Then finish it.
I was never your bride.
I know.
No more daughters kept. No more brides inherited. It's over.
For them.
For me too.